Yes, guys, and welcome back. Happy Friday to you all. That's it. We are at the weekend. We've arrived. Hope the market's treated you all well. Hope you've got a profitable week to close out on. So, been quiet this week, but there's been plenty going on. I've been in Euro USD trades. I'm in an AUD New Zealand dollar sell trade. I've been having a look at gold, but I'm not in any gold trades. I shorted US 30 at the start of the week. Still waiting on crude oil and long-term Bitcoin idea as well, which is in play. So let's get into it, guys. So here we go with gold. Now, all supply is now irrelevant. All this supply now is gone. It is now irrelevant. It is all been breached. To be honest, I mean, these were pullback areas I have marked up for several weeks, and we've not broken it. We have really, well, what we've done really here on gold is we've got rally base, rally, rally base, rally. That's a bit hard to call a rally base rally, to be honest. It looks like one, but the main rally base rally is here. This is your main rally base rally. So this is now going to probably act as a pullback area for gold, to be honest. And we've broken this supply. This is all 4 hourly supplies all around here. I've said it for a while. We're going to get 3,500 due to certain circumstances, and hopefully we now start to get up to 3,500. I mean, look at this candle. A lot of this was news today, by the way, but yeah, that supply's invalid. So if you're essentially trying to take shorts from like that supply, then I wouldn't, because it's not supply anymore. All the orders are probably gone out of there now. And the 4 hour demand that we could have marked up here, we got, well, I don't really like this. So all in all, what we've been talking about over the last few weeks, guys, is we were consolidating in this area, basically. We've been consolidating in this area on gold and across other forex currencies, other metals, and all sorts. So, excuse me. So we're waiting for we've waited for the direction of where the market wants to go now, and I think now we're seeing it. To be honest, it's now broken out of consolidation, and we are now starting to see the power to the upside. And from a daily perspective on gold, from a daily perspective, the power that this is coming up with is a lot more than the other sort of times it's tried to break above. Like we've gone up with power, we've pulled back, we've had a lot of indecision, we've pulled back, and then let's show you. We had a lot of power, we pulled back, we had a lot of indecision in here, and now we followed through. So I can imagine this will probably definitely get over 3,500 new all-time highs with this powerful move. Let's look on the weekly. I mean, yeah, the weekly shuts in 6 hours, guys. So in all honesty, not much is going to change between now and 6 hours time on this weekly candle. And just look at the structure on the weekly as well. Like just what I'm also seeing, like coiled springs. I talk about coiled springs a lot, don't I? But this is, your coiled spring really. Here. It's just waiting to just pop basically, and this week and next week could be some big factors. Could be some real big movers on gold. So if you're in gold buys, pat on the back, stay with it, because you could get new all-time highs and above on here. So well done to you guys. Well done to you all that are in it. And long may it last for you, hopefully. Absolute cracking trade. So the entries on this. So we can talk about the entries on this. And the entries, well, there weren't really supply and demand entries. If I'm honest, to catch this move, yeah, probably 15-minute and hourly supply and demand. But to catch this move, swing move, intraday move, there was no real supply and demand that it's reacted off of to create this. This is a staircase scenario. Matey boy's had a can of Red Bull and now he's finding momentum to continue going. So basically, the entry for this particular gold trade here is breakout basically, breaking above levels. So finding entries on this can be challenging, but I look at the levels. So you know, I would have this is a level I would have, and this is a level. So my area of interest is basically this one here, this middle level here. So then I would then hourly demand created here, hourly demand created there. So that's what you could have done, guys, to get into this entry on gold. You could have done this. You could have a sensible stop loss below there and then just ride it, well, like many of you are doing now. That's a pretty sensible entry on gold, guys, if that's how you took your entry. And then obviously we tried to get a pullback again into this demand and we didn't, we just pulled away. So interesting. So going forward with gold going into next week, again, I'll go over gold again over the weekend in more detail, but going into next week, guys, I think gold's going to just keep going. So if you're all in it, guys, congratulations and a pat on the back to you all. Euro USD trade I gave out to everyone in my group this week. Everyone made money on it, which is good. So this is what I traded on the Euro USD, and I know we're in consolidate. I have said you can trade consolidating ranges only if you know what you're doing. So I basically I got this move here and I pulled my profit out here. Not quite that high, but yeah, I pulled my profit out around this area. I saw these rejections and I thought, you know what, I don't want to leave profits on the table for very long anymore. So I took my profit and I was happy with it. And Euro USD, we had a very good reaction off of this demand that is sat down here. Demand is sat there and we've had a nice reaction off of there. These are all very high time frame supply up here, guys. We've had, I'm not going to keep this one marked because I don't trust it anymore. I've changed my colours as well. I thought I'd spice things up, so I've changed my colours. These zones are now purple because I like purple. So we're Euro USD is a difficult one. We're going to look at the US dollar, guys, and see how the US dollar has acted today. I could imagine it's probably got, I want to say, stronger, weaker. So although gold has broken itself out of the consolidation, the FX is still in it, guys. The FX is still in this consolidation mode, and it's frustrating. I know it's frustrating. Oh, by the way, FYI, this 4-hourly demand that I took this long position on, I wouldn't take it again now, guys. We've tapped it. I mean, I got a bit lucky with it really, but we've tapped it 3 times now. So, and we've almost breached it this go. So guys, that being said, just see how price reacts around this demand next time, all right? If you're thinking of taking buy entries for the Euro USD. So if you're in Euro USD buys, guys, congratulations, pat on the back. Congratulations. Where is the AUD? This is the trade I'm in, guys. I'm in this trade here, shorts. The short positions is basically this. And my target is down here. And multiple reasons why I took this trade. I thought I already had it marked, but it's fine. We can mark it up now whilst we are here together. So we have supply up here, untouched since February of this year. That is supply. And then we've got other supply above it up here as well, which is here-ish, give or take. It's a bit not very prominent on the daily. So that one, and that one. So basically, guys, we got level on top of level, and I took this trade, I analysed it in the week just quietly on my own, and these are lines from probably years ago, to be honest. So I took the supply short on this, guys, to be honest, and the reason why I took this short is because we've been very bullish since April this year. We've been very, very bullish since April this year. We've cleared this structure and we've had a reaction off of this supply here. And what I would expect, basically, what I would expect from a higher time frame supply and demand perspective on the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar is basically I want to get the pullback down to here. I want to get the pullback down to this level, and then when the price does get around this level, the demand is a bit mumbo jumbo-y, guys. I mean, we could mark that. It's not very good demand, guys. It's not the best, to be honest. The better demands are down here and here. So, but this would also act as a pullback level as well. So basically something along those type of lines. So I'm just trying to, what I want to do, I say just try, and I'm in the trade. I just want to get the pullback for the continuation either to the upside or to the downside. And it's a bit of a slow old mover, to be honest, but slow money's better than no money, as they say. I said that to my friend earlier on. He was like, this is a slow old gold, mate, innit? And I said, mate, slow money's better than no money. And he was like, yeah, that's a good point. So slow money's better than no money, guys. Slow and steady wins the race. And we're just going to chill out with this one. I mean, it's looking good from a 4-hourly perspective. From a 4-hourly perspective, we're looking good. We've broken these lows now. Once we start breaking this low, then I would be very happy. But we've broken these lows on this uptrend. So now what we should be creating now would be, like another lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Or we've broken this low, happy days. Next target, break that low. And then I always say we get a clean move to the left. We're probably going to have one down now as well. So AUD New Zealand dollar. Nice trade, guys. Really happy with it, and it's something that something different to be looking at because, I've always said I do like trading New Zealand dollar pairs, and this is the one. I did get into New Zealand dollar Japanese yen, but I got pulled out of it, got stopped out of it. No, New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, sorry, and I don't mind that because that was even slower than this. So, yeah. So the US dollar, guys, it's getting weaker again. It's getting weaker again, but we are in this area of consolidation. And I'm really quite surprised we've not broken out of it yet, which we do need to break out of it, really. It's been in here for 2 weeks now, isn't it, really? Yeah, 2 weeks more or less it's been in there. I'm pretty sure it's NFP. Next Friday is NFP, I want to say. When I check Forex Factory and do my analysis over the weekend, I will have a good look. NFP could be the catalyst to see the direction of the US dollar. I can see weakness. I've said it. I can see weakness. I've said it for a while, and I still do think we've got weakness to come for the US dollar, guys. For sure. I'm going to do a lot of research on it over the weekend. New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar. So it appears we just filled that gap and then had a reaction, basically, guys. So happy days. Guys, let's just look at crude oil because there's a lot of us still waiting for it, as you can see. This is the slowest I've seen crude oil for a while. I mean, look at all these. So, guys, crude oil, we are still waiting. Silver. God, look at silver. Silver potential trade idea. Keep your eyes and ears peeled over the weekend, guys, when I analyse silver. I'll give you a teaser now, but let's just... Potential short ideas for silver, guys, coming on Sunday. Potential long ideas for platinum, palladium coming Sunday. Platinum futures, potential short idea coming Sunday. Guys, next week there's going to be a lot of trade ideas, so stay tuned. Wheat, re-entry idea. See, it's what I mean about putting the profits. I really don't mind because I trade so many different markets. I could trade every market. There's always the different trade idea, whether it's on Forex, agricultural, indices, commodities, crypto, stocks, you name it. I trade it. Cocoa, nearly there, guys. We're nearly there on cocoa. We are nearly there on cocoa. Not far away now. Patience is key. Short coffee, short ideas, guys. Coming Sunday. Coffee short ideas coming Sunday. Yeah, excited for coffee short ideas. I've got into some stocks, guys. Amazon, Apple, Chevron Corporation, Liberty Global. So Liberty Global is an interesting one. Liberty Global is a massive well, it's not a manufacturer. It basically owns all the telecommunications companies around Europe. So be a massive investment from BlackRock. Like BlackRock probably own a big proportion of this Liberty Global, to be honest with you. Guys, we have got a lot of opportunities coming next week. A lot of opportunities next week. And I will go through it all in more detail and give you the exact prices that you need to enter, the exact levels, and you will not go wrong. It's not financial advice, it's my own personal trade ideas, as it always is, guys. All these ideas I give out that I've been giving out for weeks now are all my own personal ideas that I call ahead of time in front of you all, weeks in advance in some cases. So we're going to have a look at New Zealand. All New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen trade ideas going lovely jubbly. Didn't quite go any lower for re-entries. I was waiting for pullbacks I was waiting for another pullback and then getting a re-entry. This is quite stair-steppy though, and staircasey. We got a drop base drop here. Drop base drop is there. So could have a reaction off of this supply. So it would be a reaction of supply and then get the retracement and then for the continuation. Yeah. US dollar, Swiss franc. Oh, it's a very slow one indeed, guys. But next week, Euro USD is going to be giving us a bit more power as well, I think, next week. Gold is just gold and just love it. So supply is all broken on gold. Guys, it's all down for next week. It's all down for next week, and then showing you the awesome new trade ideas I got coming with a lot of our potential, a lot of our 10R trades, 5R trades, trade sensible. You can compound accounts really nice, guys. So I hope you've all had a good week. I hope you've all learned something this week. Even if you've taken a loss this week, so be it. Trade within your risk tolerances. Remember, guys, you want to be in it for the long run. With trading, you want to be in it for the long term, and you have to. There's no hidden strategy, guys. It's yourself developing. It's yourself and you only. Unfortunately, you have to really suss yourself out, and you have to work on your system, and you have to know what works and what doesn't work. And you know what? Sometimes, guys, and having not even trading is just as good as a winning trade or even a losing trade, because even a losing trade's a good thing because you've got something to learn by. So, I mean, it's a funny old game, trading. It's a funny old game, and what bugs me is when people say it's not gambling. It's not gambling because once you know your stuff, once you read things, you're just putting yourself in the best possible position to be on the right side of the market. That is simply it. And you're managing the risk accordingly to that action that you've just taken. And I feel like when you build up your own personal capital, when you start with a small sum of money, it's difficult in this game. It's really difficult because you want to flip accounts. And prehistorically, the gurus online, they always, you know, they say, yeah, flip £100 to 200 and 200 to 400. But the trouble you've then got is that is engraved in your head. So you're like, well, I just flipped £100 to £200 in 10 minutes. I could do that again. I'm gonna flip the 200 to 400. But then you forget reality and you forget the realistic I don't know, the realism of it, I suppose. The realism of it. It's not realistic to just flip accounts all the time. It's not realistic to make ridiculous money all the time. You got to get what works for you and you got to stick to it and repeat it over and over and over and over and over again. And having a small personal account, guys, and building that teaches a lot because it teaches you to lose money. And there's nothing on this planet that can teach an individual the emotions that they'll go through when they lose money. Nothing on the planet, guys. Nothing on the planet. You just got to suss it out yourself. And that's why it becomes so hard because you have to really ask yourself some very difficult questions and see if you actually really want to be here for the long term. And like my love and passion for trading just come over years really. When I first got into it, I suppose I did enjoy it. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I was always excited for the market to open, and I'd be wanting to scout gold on flipping 1 minute time frames, um, and all that funny business. And yeah, the more the journey goes, guys, the more you learn, and it's a very, 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 very valuable learning journey. This game, guys, and I wish you all the best on it because it's not easy. It genuinely, people make this look easy. What I'm doing to explain all what I do to you, I make it look easy, make it sound easy. But I promise you, this is one of the hardest jobs on our entire planet to accomplish and to master. There is no ifs, no buts about it. It is one of the hardest to accomplish ever. And the longer you stay on your journey and the more you go on with your journey, the more you'll realize that what I just said is 100% right. That's why I get really annoyed with all these fake gurus because they haven't got a clue and they're scamming hardworking innocent people just to line their own pockets so they can go out to Dubai and live the life, faking their trading results. So the last part of this today, guys, I wanted to just cover a bit of the mindset and the psychology side of trading because there's not really many people out there. I mean, they're coming. There's a lot more coming to the surface now. There's a lot more genuine traders out there now that are coming to the surface, and I think it's for the fact of we all know what the journey's like, and we can spot a fake guru a mile off. Like it's really funny. So on that one, guys, I'll see you all Sunday. We got a lot of trade ideas to talk through, and good luck and have a great weekend. Have a good weekend, all, and I'll see you Sunday. Cheers.